welcome to another edition of Lab Rats here in Las Vegas. My name is Andy Walker.
I'm Sean Carruthers.
And today on the show, more coverage of the Consumer Electronics Show here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, enough about that. Where are we? What is this place?
This is called the Fremont Street Experience, and it's kind of old Vegas, you know? It's like this from the days when, you know, the Frank Sinatras and all those guys were hanging out, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like they've walled it over. We've got this big canopy roof up here. It doesn't feel real anymore.
No, I know. It's actually kind of weird, actually. But anyway, we're going to be bringing you more stuff on the show floor today, so stay tuned. First, a message from our sponsor, TechSmith.
This is a llama. It carries luggage. This is a burrito. It is lunch. This is Camtasia Studio 4. It makes screencasts. Now answer our trivia question. What screencasting tool is not woolly or made of beans? I'll be back at the end of the show with the answer.
All right, so we're here at the Sands Convention Center, which is where the innovations all take place. And I'm looking for a lot of innovations here today. And I'm hoping to find electronic pants, because the ones that I got, they're just too analog. I can't fit enough data in them. You know, my cell phone falls out, and you know, all my coins just rattle around. I'd like to make this all digital, preferably multi-terabyte pants, so that I can fit everything I need for the Vegas experience right here. Let's see what we can find.
You know, one of the big questions for me here at CES is, you know, televisions, what's new? And the answer is not much other than the price. I really wanted to find out how much it was going to cost you to buy a flat panel television this year, and Gene is kind enough to fill me in. So tell me, so last year, the price really came down drastically, right, for a flat panel LCD. So where are we at this year?
Okay, well last year was kind of the age of the 32, and everybody wants to know about the sweet spot, right, in price point and size. So last year the 32 obviously got below that $1,000 price point, and the volume just went through the ceiling.
So did sales ramp up? I mean, would people like now
quadrupled, right? And that's what fuels this market in LCD TV of over 100% growth per year. These kinds of declining price points, combined with the availability of high-def media and all those other things as well. Right. But so last year was kind of all about 32. 32 became the sweet spot. 32 started dropping into the, you know, $8.99, $7.99, and then earlier this year, actually, let me go 6 months ago, it was all about the 37. You know, now 37-inch was in the mid-teens. Now 37-inch started breaking that $1,100, $1,000 barrier. We actually saw even our N3751 drop down to $9.99, and it just shook off like a rocket.
Right. So all of a sudden
everything pushes. Whoops, excuse me.
It's okay.
So everything pushes. So 37 now $9.99. Well, where's 32? 32 now is sitting at the $7.99, $6.99 on promo. Yeah. Where's 27? 27's now $6.99, pushing at $5.99.
Anybody can buy one for their kitchen.
Right. So now it's 42. So everything pushes everything. So now as the panel prices decline, you know, we get more efficient, more electronics efficiency. Now the 42 has been sitting in the, well, last year it was like under $2,000. Yeah. Now you can get a 42-inch, you know, 1366, 768 display with good quality in the $12.99, $11.99. So next step, you're going to see 42. This, you asked me about this year.
Yes.
What's going to happen in 2007? Right. You're going to see 42-inch now dropping in that $9.99 price point. 42-inch is going to go to market. Then it's got room for 1080p. So that's 1366, 768, 720 panels. Right. What's that do to 1080p panels now, which we're showing here this year? Right. Because now 1080p is a big buzzword, and where the price point is for those products.
And for those of you who have sort of been, you know, sleeping at the moment, high definition television, 1080p. 1080 lines of resolution is really the sweet spot for high definition television. It's where everybody wants to go. So you're telling me that 42-inch is going to be under $1,000 this year, and 1080p is going to be affordable in the 37-inch range.
Right, right.
Am I right?
Well, 1080p 42 will be below $2,000 price point, right? So now you got full 1080p resolution. Yeah. No scaling involved, you know, just the highest resolution you can possibly get today for under $2,000. Then it's depending on what screen size you want.
There you go, from the horse's mouth. Gene at ViewSonic, and we're saying, you know, under $1,000 for a fabulous LCD flat panel television this year, and if you want 1080p, not much more.
Griffin Technologies makes some of my favorite iPod accessories around, and this looks like no exception. And Derek is going to tell us about the Evolve. We want to evolve here. So, what is this?
Evolve is a wireless system that actually lets you, it has a dock here, it's a 900 megahertz system. And the cool thing about it is you can use more than one speaker.
More than one? Oh, both wireless?
Yes.
Okay. Still going. Oh, I think it pooped out. Oh, there it goes. Look how far away that is. That's on the other side of the room.
Well, I know you guys out there in Lab Rats Land are big fans of wireless and home networking, and so CES would not be the same unless we came and talked to Linksys. So I have Eric here from Linksys, and we got 4 new products that I want to have a chat about today, starting with this interesting-looking boxy thing over here. What exactly is this, Eric?
That's network attached storage.
Right.
It allows you to connect hard drives to your network and share all of the files on them.
Ah, cool. So basically, a container you connect to your network, and you can have a great big, like a terabyte hard drive or a half a terabyte hard drive, and it can contain all your MP3s or your video or whatever.
Right.
But it's not dedicated to any one computer. Any computer can access it.
Any computer can access it.
Now, in the old days, you had to configure specifically a client on every single machine. So is that still the case here?
No. Basically, it shows up in the network map on an XP machine
Right.
or above.
Right. So you plug it in, and all of a sudden, any computer on the network can get it.
That's correct.
All right. Moving on to this is the Linksys Powerline AV.
We call it
Thingy
Powerline
dingy?
AV. It's based on the HomePlug AV standard. Lets you network over your power lines in your house. And this is capable of streaming high definition video.
Right.
It's very fast, over 30 megabits per second at any given socket in the house, and it's really 100 megabits at the best conditions.
So basically, you're running your network up to 30 megabits of throughput through all your electrical wiring in the home. So you plug in this. Well, actually, let's use the Danishes. Hold this for a second.
Sure.
So say I have 2 of these guys. So I'm going to plug this in one power outlet and this in another power outlet, and all the data runs between the 2 Danishes.
That's
the 2
correct.
boxes at 30 megabits per second potentially. So I guess at one end you're plugging this guy into your router initially, and maybe downstairs. I guess it's useful for TiVo, for example, the network TiVo and that sort of thing.
That's exactly the way I use them right now.
Oh, is that right? And because it's 30 megabits per second, you can run video.
Yeah, at least 30 megabits,
All right.
if not more.
Okay, now routers, of course, have drastically changed over the last few years. Every time we talk about routers, things are changing. And once again, so this is the new Linksys gaming router, but it's using not 802.11a or B or G.
Right, it's based on the draft standard of 802.11n.
N. Now, N's a super fast new routing specifications coming out probably when?
The standard should be ratified in probably the middle of 2007 this year.
Right.
Yeah.
And how fast is 802.11n?
Well, if you talk theoretical, it's 300 megabits per second.
Wow.
If you talk about actual throughputs, this router is capable of nearly 160 megabits per second.
Right, so 180 you said? Or
160.
160 megabits per second, which of course is about 3 times as fast as G.
It's more like 12 times as fast.
Well, I guess, yeah, real world, yeah.
Yeah, in real world.
There you go. Very cool. What's his pricing on this guy?
It's $179. It's a gaming optimized router, so it has a special processor that prioritizes the gaming packets, VoIP packets, video packets.
Right.
And it also features gigabit ports, so all the ports are gigabit, which is new. And you're going to see that because wireless now is faster than 10100 Ethernet.
Right.
So a lot more routers are going to be coming out with gigabit on them.
So 1,000 megabits per second when you're in wired mode.
Right.
Wow, fabulous. And finally, on the left-hand side there.
Right. So this is a problem solver. This is a print server. Print servers are not new. This allows you to share a printer on the network. But what this one does is allow the multifunction printers that you have out there that do the faxing, the scanning, and the copying, all of that, to utilize all of the functions and not just the printing function.
Right.
That's been the biggest problem with products like this, is that they would eliminate everything but the printing. So we've gotten around that, and now you can do all of those functions at once.
Plug your multifunction printer into there. It talks wirelessly to your network, and anybody can use the multi-functions on.
That's correct.
All right, very cool. Well, thanks, Eric. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Nice to meet you. And would you like the Danish?
Thank you.
Tasty. That's it. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so we've heard of handwriting recognition when it comes to devices like the Palm Pilot and other such PDAs, but how about handwriting recognition from just a plain old pen? Well, we've got something here that looks just like a plain old pen, and we're currently writing a little note. And Oded from EPOS is going to tell us what the deal is with this.
So what do we have here? We have the standard USB flash drive and with our technology embedded into it. And I just wrote down your name, both of your names, and I wrote down "Welcome to Las Vegas." And let me just plug it into the USB port. And in a second it will pop up, and we'll see if we'll get the same things what I wrote down. Okay, I just opened the file here. So you see you get the same thing here. You see this is on your names, and it's not like that. This is the only part of this. This is our technology. It's got the same information on the page, and by pressing one button, I'll convert it toward the document. You see, 1, 2, 3, here we go. Michael and Ed and the lab rats, welcome to Las Vegas. You see, and this is the message, basically.
That is pretty impressive, but you got to tell me, how does that pen know what you wrote on that piece of paper? How did that work? Yeah,
the technology is an acoustic technology. Basically, we send a continuous wave. It's an ultrasound, on the range of ultrasound, send continuous wave to the two receivers. And basically, you have here triangle. You see two receiver, one transmitter, and basically, we calculate the location. We are dealing with positioning. The technology is positioning, the basic technology is positioning, and this is the way it works.
Okay, so you simply clip it onto the top of the page you're writing on, and
this is correct. This is correct.
Okay.
This is correct. This is
super
it.
hot.
You can do with it as many other stuff. We have another solution with the real time. This is the real time solution. If I just connect it, I can real time do this similar stuff to what I did here. But I believe the message here that any reporter, student, you don't have to take with you anything anymore. And you don't have to worry that you took so many notes during the meetings and then you have to type them in because it's already there. And this is your standard memory stick.
Right. How many pages will this memory stick hold?
You know, here we have 512 mega, and this can hold up to thousands of paper. We have no limitation, basically.
So you could write your book with this pen, basically.
You know, you can write your book. I'm not dealing with that. Yeah. This will be available around May timeframe. You know, during the second quarter of this year, and I assume that will be in the area of $80 retail-wise. Okay. You know, our business model, we are very strong on the technology, and our partners will take the product to the market.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sure, my pleasure. Thank you.
Now, you know, I'm sure you have a joystick, but wouldn't you better sit inside the joystick and control with your pelvis? Woo! Left, right, up and down, yeah. I know, don't think dirty thoughts. Robert here has decided that you need to have a joystick that you sit inside of. Right, Robert? And I'm sitting, this is an Australian control, Australian simulation control systems. And this is, it is a mouthful, so SimCon for short.
That's right.
So why did you invent this?
Essentially, I had to invent it. I was in a pretty bad condition. I was dying.
You were dying, oh my God.
Literally, I had cancer, I had heart attacks.
Wow.
I couldn't do any physical exercise.
Yes.
I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
My family was in simulation for 30 years.
Now, you're just outside of Sydney in Australia, right?
Just outside of Sydney.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
But we came over here and built the Epcot Centre's Star Tours and the Walt Disney's Tour of the Universe.
Oh.
My family built both of those. So I learned about simulation from my father and my brother.
Right.
And now I'm running this company, and this is the world's first passive simulator.
Right.
The only thing running this is you.
Right, absolutely. And I'm sitting inside it, and I'm sitting here with a pretty girl, Jessica, over here, which makes it, I have to say, all the much better.
Unfortunately, Jessica doesn't come with the machine.
Oh, man. Well, how much does it cost without Jessica?
Without Jessica,
Yeah.
between $1,000 and $1,500.
And it'll be available somewhere this
about
summer?
July, August.
All
Looks
right.
like July, August.
All right, well, there you go. TheDreamMachine.com. The Dream Machine Control.
The Dream Machine Controller.
Yes.
.com.
TheDreamMachineControl.com. Check it out on the web. This is the funnest thing that you ever do with your pelvis, and it's good for you. And pretty girls show up and put their arms around you, which is amazing.
At the top of the show, we asked you, what screencasting product is not woolly or made of beans? Is it A, a llama, B, a burrito, or C, Camtasia Studio 4? The answer is Camtasia Studio 4. Learn more at ces.techsmith.com.
So Andy, I got to tell you, I've spent the entire day looking for that pair of electric pants I mentioned at the beginning of the show.
And?
I didn't find any.
No electric pants for you, Sean.
No electric pants. I found a lot of other cool stuff, but no electric pants.
And it's devastating. Sean's been here for 10 years. You're looking for electric pants. No electric pants. So, what are you going to do?
I'm going to have to build them myself, I guess.
Did you talk to the Energizer people the other day? They would have given you batteries for your electronic pants.
That might have worked. Might have worked, but it doesn't have the kind of storage I'm looking for. See, it's got to be both electric and digital.
Yes.
And I need to be able to store all my data.
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe it's we talk to Seagate, get a couple terabytes in the pants.
Who needs
Talk
pants,
to Energizer.
man? Who needs pants?
Have them battery powered.
Who needs pants?
I sense another moment coming on that I don't think we need to see on Lab Rats again. So maybe with that, it's time to head out for the night. You got your little drinky. You've got your little jig going on. I think we're done. And you, oh God. That's a wrap, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Are you